Hi everybody! This is a video that I wanted to share with you about spinning slippery fibers that might be a little bit more challenging to work with. This is some fiber that we dyed up for the September club. It was dyed by Charlotte at our studio and it's a beautiful, beautiful colorway. It was called Infinite Fate and it's a yak and silk fiber blend. So it's a little bit challenging to spin with because the yak fiber is so short. The silk fiber compacts together and kind of sticks to itself, sticks together very much so. And so when you're spinning it, it feels a little bit slippery, it's a little bit tricky to get a hold of, and I started spinning this for Spinzilla and thought that maybe I could share with you some of the ways that I'm spinning it to make it a little bit easier. So typically we would spin worsted lace yarn with a short forward draw like this. And this is nice and lovely, but it is slow. And the fiber, the yarn that you make is very dense. And I found that when I spin yarn in this way, it feels like I spin the life out of it. And it becomes almost a little bit brittle. And so with a yak fiber or a cashmere or another down fiber like camel or something like that, what you really want to do is try to incorporate more air into it in order to make it nice and soft and retain the warmth and the softness that you had when you first got your fiber. So you can see in this way, the fibers are so short, they're just going to run away from you if you're not careful. And it can be a very frustrating experience to spin fibers that are so short. So the best way that I know how to spin this is to spin the fiber over the fold. The yak is a very, very short staple, and the length of the silk is a little bit longer. So typically what happens in this case is you will end up spinning the silk out of the fiber blend. You're drafting forward and you're pulling all the silk out, and then it becomes that you're spinning silk yarn, and then all of the leftover fiber is the yak or the camel or the cashmere, and it's just flying out of your preparation, and it's really sad because you're losing the warm part or the beautiful soft part of the fiber blend. So in order to incorporate these together a little bit better, what I do is I spin this from the fold. And so I will show you how we go about doing that. Is basically I will take the top and break it off into chunks. So I'm just taking about that much. And then I fold it over my finger to spin it from the fold. And I typically take my finger out of it because it gets so warm. A lot of these fibers, the yak and silk, they're down fibers or cashmere fibers. They're very warm. They're going to make your hand kind of hot and sweaty. So what I do is I just take it and I just fold it in half like this. And then I hold it in my hand like so. So here is another little staple. I'm going to fold it over my finger, and then I'm going to take my finger out of it, and then I'm going to hold it in my hand like so, and that's how we're going to join on and continue spinning. And that is one chunk spun. And so what I've been doing is every time I finish spinning one chunk of fiber, I change the hook on the bobbin, because I've found that this yarn is so fine, and if it accidentally breaks and gets stuck on the bobbin, sometimes I haven't been able to find the end, and then it becomes kind of a catastrophe because you can't find the end of where you were spinning. So it's a little bit easier if you just break it down into as many segments as possible. So by changing my hook every single time I change the lump of fiber, then I know sort of where to look, and I have a better chance of getting the end of that fiber. To join on, I always present the fiber perpendicular to the yarn that I've already spun. And just a few fibers from your fiber supply will catch and hook on, and you can continue spinning like so. If you want to see that join again, I hold the fiber perpendicular to the yarn, and a few of the fibers will catch on like so, and then I can connect and keep spinning. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this one, I hope we will see you in the next video. Thanks!